It was because of Brazil that I met Evelyn, the great love of my life. From the moment I first saw her, I knew I'd spend forever with her. What I didn't understand was how a land on the other side of the world could bring so much to our lives. She was a country girl, and me, I was just a farm boy. But our life together was magical, extraordinary, because of that place and the love of the people. That is Brazil. You might say Evelyn and I were raised in the same small town, albeit a few hundred miles apart.
Same cows to milk, same fields to plow, same dances on Saturday night.
Nothing like kicking off the dust of a long day with good old swing dance.
I grew up dreaming of a home surrounded by flowers and filled with the laughter of children.
And I had dreams of seeing the world that lay beyond these desert mountains.
We found our dreams together in Brazil.
You might say Evelyn and I were raised in the same small town, albeit a few hundred miles apart.
Same cows to milk, same fields to plow, same dances on Saturday night.
Nothing like kicking off the dust of a long day with good old swing dance.
I grew up dreaming of a home surrounded by flowers and filled with the laughter of children.
And I had dreams of seeing the world that lay beyond these desert mountains.
We found our dreams together in Brazil.
After high school, I volunteered to serve as a missionary. I gladly traded in my dancing shoes for a sturdy pair of walking shoes and the opportunity to plow a new field in Brazil, serving a people I would come to love. Dear Mom and Dad, I wish you could see this place. It's incredible, greener than anything I've ever seen, and the people have made me feel so welcomed. I met the nicest man. He taught me a Brazilian song on the harmonica. I think you'll like it. Dear family, it's bittersweet leaving a people I've grown to love, to return to my family that I've missed so dearly. My heart aches thinking I may never see these wonderful people again. I was 23 when I left Brazil and saw little chance of ever returning. Little did I know my lifelong connection with Brazil was just beginning. Not long after I returned home, I dropped by to wish a happy birthday to Lou Burley, whom I had served with in Brazil. He had recently married a cute little gal named Helen Moon. Wouldn't you know it, Helen had a sister. This was the night I met Evelyn. She was beautiful, and I thought maybe she wouldn't mind a dance or two.
Wayne called me the next day at work. Miss Moon, this is Mr. Beck speaking.
I was nervous.
I've never let him live that formal approach down. I was thrilled to learn that Wayne loved dancing. In fact, he was the best dancer in town. One night we won the grand prize at a waltz competition.
We spent every day together.
I knew this was the man I wanted to dance with when I was 80.
I married my best friend 7 months after we met. It occurred to me, I never would have met Evelyn if I hadn't gone to Brazil.
We were young and in love. We worked hard, saving every extra penny we could to buy a home of our own.
It wasn't long before we had our first child, Gary. And it seemed he was just beginning to talk when we learned he'd soon have a little brother.
A few months before Jimmy was born, Wayne was asked if he'd be willing to take his family and move to Brazil as missionaries. To my surprise, he replied, "Sure." I was pregnant. We were